Hello everyone, it's Showster Friend, your boy, Jet Black the One and Only, here with another exciting live stream. Today is May 26th, 2019. I'm going to be talking about yesterday, May 25th, 2019. Today I went on a date with Beth, where Beth was going to meet my mom. Mom kind of threw a monkey wrench in the plans, and she was like, yo, you are going to meet me, but you're going to meet me hours later than we originally planned, and not at my house, but instead at Bridge Street, and we're going to just have dinner together. It's not going to be an all-day hangout, and as soon as dinner's over, we're going to leave. So, mom got a new truck today. That wasn't originally part of the plan. Her and her fiance met up with me and Beth at Biology after me and Beth spent most of the day together at Bridge Street, just hanging out, having a good time talking. We went to Biology together. This was mom's first time actually eating at Biology. She's gotten food there before, but not for herself. So this was her first time actually trying it out. It seemed like everybody had a good time, and Beth seemed to hit it off well with like mom and her fiance. But at the same time, it just seemed like we didn't have a lot of time to really spend with them because they came for dinner and then like dipped. Your boy Nerd Tanker said, Jet, they added tag duels to Dueling Book. Yes, they did. Yo, Nerd Tanker, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. How's your day today? Do you have any questions for your boy? And do you have any discussion topics you'd like to talk about on the stream? Good to see you, man. Mm, let's see. But the date with Beth is really like the main thing that I've done today. Nerd Tinker said it's going good. I'm glad to hear that you're having a good day today. I also watched the first 4 episodes of Samurai Jack season 5. I might watch another episode of Samurai Jack season 5 after I complete the stream. I'm not sure. Depends on I guess if I'm feeling sleepy or not. Um, oh, Nerd Tinker said he's playing against Ryan. Lol. Oh, okay, cool. I'm glad to hear that you and Ryan are getting your game on. Hardcore duels. Hashtag hardcore duels. Mm. Ah, I'm drinking some cranberry pineapple juice. Later today. It's weird to say later today, but technically, since today is now the 26th, I'm gonna be hanging out with Beth and Aiden at Station Retro. It's Beth and Aiden's first time at Station Retro. It's the nerd shop where Gerard works. We're just gonna all hang out, chill, and talk. That's pretty much the plan. Originally, we were gonna all hang out at Bridge Street, but Beth is a little Bridge Street out. Well, Bridge Streeted out, I guess, because we ended up hanging out with mom at Bridge Street. Ryan said, "Nerd is winning." Yo, Ryan, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. How's your day today? Hey, bleh. How's your day today? Do you have any questions for your boy? And do you have any discussion topics you'd like to talk about on the stream? In case you guys weren't aware, Dora the Explorer is getting a live action movie. I was already aware of this, and I actually have already seen a trailer for it. What I didn't expect is that they actually have a cardboard cutout of Dora from the Dora the Explorer live action movie in the local movie theater that we have, the Cinemark. Me and Beth really got a kick out of that, and we sent pictures of it to like a couple of our friends. And Beth and I are legitimately interested in going to see that movie separately with like different groups of friends and just making fun of the Dora the Explorer live action film. So they at least have gotten adults interested in going to the movie solely for the purpose of making fun of said movie. So I think that's gonna be interesting. Mm. So let's see. I read an entry out of the Marvel Cinematic Universe Visual Dictionary that they have at Barnes and Nobles. I'm probably gonna buy it. It doesn't seem like it's really that expensive. I really like guidebooks to like comic books and stuff like that. But I think a guidebook to the Marvel movies also seems like it would be pretty dope and something that I'd be interested in. I also saw a book at the library that was like Stanley's Guide to Writing Comic Books, and I was like, yo, what? Excuse me. Your boy Kells wrote, How do you do backwards? Yo, Kells, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. How's your day today? Do you have any questions for your boy? And do you have any discussion topics you'd like to talk about on the stream? Yo, Kells, welcome. Let's see. But I thought it was cool that Stan Lee has a book on like his guide to how to write comics. I think that'd be pretty dope. Beth for my birthday got me a book on how to draw Marvel comics, but I'm not really like an artist. I don't do a lot of visual drawing. I saw that how to write comics book, and I was like, oh snap! I think that actually is just more up my alley. I just think that's something I'd probably vibe with. Kel said, "Did I miss anything important last stream?" I don't know. Uh, I had fun last stream. Yeah, mm, it's good to see you, Kels. Welcome. um, I, you're asking about yesterday. Yesterday's kind of old. What did I do yesterday? I feel like part of filming the vlogs is to help me be able to keep track of what I did the day before. But if I don't actually go back and watch them, it's harder for me to remember. So I don't know. Did you miss something important last stream? Make sure to check it out. It's still on the page. They don't go anywhere. Feel free to check out the last stream. I don't know what to say. Let's see. Oh, another book that I saw while at Barnes and Nobles. As you can tell, we spent a good bit of time at Barnes and Nobles. It was hot as fuck outside. So I didn't really want to be outside all the fucking time. Um, so there was another book, and it was like the imaginary world of blank, and you write your own name in. And it essentially was like a book where you create an imaginary world using like writing prompts and like list and shit like that you like write throughout the book. I thought that was really cool. It's essentially like a guided journal, and I dug it. I thought that was like an interesting idea. Kel said, "Did you talk with Wenzel at all yesterday?" Yeah, I'm sure. Um, I say that just because me and Wenzel hang out like most days, so I imagine I hung out with Wenzel yesterday. I'm pretty yeah. Yeah, I did. Me and Winslow walked around the neighborhood before I did the vlog yesterday. Pretty sure. I think because I no longer have school and I haven't started working yet, the days just kind of get smushed together in my head, and it's just harder to keep track if it's not like today. You know what I mean? But I believe that is what I did yesterday. Sam said, "What's poppin'?" He said, "Let's play Nexus." Okay, so Sam is down for a Nexus stream. I actually started the vlog later than normal, so we still haven't hit the halfway point of the vlog yet. Boom, 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 boom. Dun, dun, dun. What else did I do today that was like interesting or like really caught my attention or something interesting to share? If you guys ever go to Pyology, which is kind of like Subway but for pizza, and they like cook the pizza, and you want a recommendation on what you like should order based on someone who's like been there before, I always get the pie rise thick, which is a thicker crust, but it's not like deep dish thick, which I think is a little too thick for this kind of thing. Um, but I get the pie rise thick crust with Alfredo sauce, marinara sauce, parmesan, mozzarella, green peppers, pineapples, pepperoni, ham, crushed bacon, and slap that bitch in the oven. And it's pretty good. I ate that whole thing. Let's see. Kel said, "I guess my real question is, did you talk with Winslow about the fanfic today or yesterday?" I still haven't hit up Winslow on the fanfic. I definitely am going to have to hit up Winslow about it tomorrow. Well, I guess today, because Winslow, Beth, and I are going to be hanging out at Station Retro today. And then Kel said, "I'm also down with Nexus." You spell Nexus like Texas, my boy. I can start getting that kind of thing set up if everybody's down for the Nexus. Okay. Hey, there we go. So let me start getting that like squared away. Sam said, "Okay, so I'm taking a break, the RPG just for a day, but it's looking good. I'm glad that it's looking good. I'm glad that like you're still vibing with it. I have not had an opportunity today to work on Figure Fight. I think I might take you guys' advice on the name Figurine Arena. I think I might use that as like a subtitle kind of thing, like Figure Fight figurine arena. Sam said, and I will not have people sign up until it's completely done. Okay, so you're not gonna do like a beta or alpha test type of thing. That's fair. Bum, 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 ba-da-dum, bum, 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 bum. Kel said, would you rather have me spell it Nexus? That was pretty gross. That was impressively gross, the way that you spelled that. You should win an award. Dun, 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 dun. Um, without, like, don't post spoilers or anything, but has anyone here seen all of Samurai Jack Season 5? I watched a little bit of it when it was, like, coming out on TV, and now I'm playing catch up because I, like, didn't finish it. So I'm, like, I'm starting from the beginning again, and then, like, watching through it. And then Kel said no. Did you watch, like, the first 4 seasons of Samurai Jack? Because I watched all of Samurai Jack on DVD before the season 5 stuff like got announced. And then the season 5 stuff got announced, and I was like, oh, convenient. I've seen all the stuff before it. Kel said, Jet, did you see the Ben 10 versus Green Lantern death battle? Does anyone mind spoilers for the Ben 10 versus Green Lantern death battle? Because I am very willing to rant about that and to go into detail about that particular death battle. I'm definitely down to discuss that if you guys don't mind me spoiling that death battle. I don't even know how spoiling other people's YouTube videos works, actually, now that I think about it. um, because remember we were talking about like grace periods for like spoiling like movies? This is like another thing on YouTube. You guys could watch that at any time, but I definitely wouldn't mind discussing that. Let's see. Sam said, how would you do a beta test? He said, I don't know how it would be done, like a real playthrough. So the way that you beta test like a tabletop RPG style game is that you say like, hey guys, here are the rules so far. We're going to play using these rules. After we do a session of playing, I want you guys to tell me what you liked about it, what you didn't like about it, and then I'll take that into account while thinking of what the final rule should be. Like, the rules we're playing with aren't going to be the final rules, but they will help us to learn more about what we enjoy about the game so that I can, like, think of what the final rules will be like. It's kind of like that. Kel said, I only watched random episodes on Boomerang when I was younger of Samurai Jack Season 5. And then Sam White said, I saw it, so shoot. Oh, you're talking about the death battle? Okay, ballin'. Then Kel said, I made a chat on Amino for it. Oh, for the death battle? Ooh, I'm down to talk about it. And then Kel said, I have some issues with that death battle as well. Okay, is everyone down to discuss that, like, Ben 10 versus Green Lantern death battle? Because I do want to talk about it, and if you guys are cool with it, then I'm cool with it. That's how I feel about it. Also, I almost have a Nexus stream up and running. So that's pretty close. Let's see. Kel said, I'm down for it right now. Better question. Is there anyone who's opposed? Is there anyone who, for whatever reason, doesn't want us to discuss it? Maybe they haven't seen it yet. That honestly is the only thing I could think of. Is there anyone who hasn't seen it yet and they don't want it spoiled? If so, I totally understand. Speak now or forever hold the peace. Then Kel said, the only people here are me and Sam. Okay, well, I mean, if everybody's down, I've given an opportunity for people to, like, say they don't want it spoiled. The Benton versus Green Lantern death battle was pretty bullshit. I don't know why when Ben turned into Alien X. I mean, for one, with the Ben they used, it was like 10-year-old Ben. And with 10-year-old Ben, they were like, he just has access to everything. I think they used 10-year-old Ben specifically because he's like the one that a lot of people know of because not everybody watched like beyond the 10-year-old Ben. And I didn't understand that. I don't know why because they were like, we're going to use 10-year-old Ben, but we're going to give him access to like Alien X. And it's like, why use that one? Why not use like bin 10,000 or use like Omniverse bin? I know that bin is currently 10 years old in the reboot, but they didn't even use reboot bin. They used like original series bin, but he has Alien X. I just didn't understand that. That just seemed really weird. Kel said, 3, 2, 1, spoiler time. They used the worst bin. They chose the retard bin instead of the Gucci bin. He said it would have made more sense to use Omniverse bin. I agree that Omniverse bin would have made more sense for them to use instead of using the 10-year-old bin. That didn't really make any sense. Ryan said, I managed to turn the duel around using a bunch of forbidden cards. Okay, congratulations, Ryan, for getting that W. Um, I feel like it didn't make any sense when they had Alien X try to erase Green Lantern, and Green Lantern just kind of goes like, nope, nope, it just that doesn't work. I can just will it. I can just will it with my ring, because I don't think Green Lantern, as he is strong enough to just be like, I can just say no to a god. I just, I don't know. That didn't seem right. That didn't really seem right to me at all. I don't understand how Green Lantern somehow outdoes Alien X. That to me just didn't make any sense. Sam said, I don't know much about Ben 10, so I don't know how it should have gone. Alien X is an alien that essentially can do anything just by thinking. And he's done things like survive the destruction of the universe and recreate the universe with a thought. And he's done stuff like control the minds of other people and manipulate time and shit like that. Alien X can essentially do anything. And it didn't make any sense to me for Green Lantern to beat Ben, even though Ben was Alien X. Then Ryan said Alien X wills away all of the color green, or just wills away the Green Lantern ring. You know what I mean? It just didn't make any sense to me. John Mason said, hey, yo, John Mason, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. How's your day today? Do you have any questions for your boy? And do you have any discussion topics you'd like to talk about on the stream? Kel said, and even though he had master control, he still accidentally turned into gray matter. True, that didn't really make too much sense. Uh, then John Mason said, well, I mean, it's fine for him to accidentally turn into gray matter, but if you have mastery control, you can just turn into something else immediately. You could just be like, oh, I turned into gray matter by accident. Cool. Now I'm just something else. Boom. John Mason said, how you doing, Nick? Fantastic always. Thank you for asking. How's your day today? Yeah, how's your day today? John Mason said, also, if I reply slow, it's because I'm currently working on school stuff. No problem. Best of luck with your school stuff. And then John Mason said, but yeah, Alien X is a god in that sense. Agreed. Which is why we're currently complaining about Green Lantern somehow beating Ben 10 and Death Battle because they had Ben turn into Alien X and Green Lantern still beat him. Then Kel said, and when Ben got his arm cut off, the Omnitrix didn't do shit. Um, I also thought that was weird because the Omnitrix in the past has done stuff that's like, I'm about to get fucked, self defense mechanism. You know what I mean? But they were like, for his arm, nope, that just won't happen. And then Ryan said, wills away all of the power batteries. True. Like, Alien X can pretty much do whatever. Nani said, why the thumbnail? What? I do that same pose for like all my shits. Yo, Nani, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. How's your day today? Do you have any questions for your boy? And do you have any discussion topics you'd like to talk about on the stream? And then Nani said, well, JK. Um, Around the halfway point of the stream, we're going to be playing some Dueling Nexus, it seems. Nani said, I'm good. And you? Oh, fantastic as always. Thank you for asking. Today, Beth, Aiden, and I are going to be hanging out at Station Retro, which should be fun. I might get up in a moment, get some cranberry pineapple juice. Ever since I've gotten home, I've been drinking a lot of juice, so I've been hype on that. Kel said, I'm mostly annoyed that they use Kid Ben. I'm annoyed that they use Kid Ben. I'm annoyed that Green Lantern somehow beats Alien X. That doesn't really make any sense. Um, I'm annoyed that the fight wasn't cooler. I feel like they could have done a lot having a godlike character like Alien X. Um, fight against anybody. The best fight I think in Ben 10 history is Alien X when he fought like another celestial sapien. Um, so when you promise us a fight that's gonna feature Alien X in it, I expect a lot more than just what we got. It was kind of shitty. Let's see. Then Nani said, I'm surprised no vlog delay. That's fair, Nani. Recently, me and Winslow have been hanging out quite regularly to the point where there's been like a vlog delay like every other day. I'm trying not to do that as much, and I apologize. Let's see. Then Sam said, Jen, are you ready to lose? Maybe. Then Nani said, Dealt. Then Ryan said, I've made a bunch more manga cards on Dueling Book. Oh, cool. Then Nani said, delay shit. Then John Mason said, Dueling Nexus, huh? Guess I'd play. Then Nani said, more Winslow. John Mason said, also, my day was alright. That's good to hear. Kel said, and I feel Ben was way more creative with his aliens than what was shown in the death battle. That's fair. I do think Ben would come up with like interesting solutions using different aliens. Though at the same time, I do feel like Ben is definitely too much of a bruiser. He really likes to turn into like forearms by default or humongousaur by default when he gets older. He's like a guy who's like, if I have like a big tough dude, then I'm fine. That was one of my biggest complaints with Ben 10 as a kid, is that he has aliens that have really good utility, but 9 times out of 10 he's just gonna pick someone who's really strong, which is why he's normally pissed if he gets anyone who's not like forearms or humongousaur, which I always thought was like a problem with Ben. He didn't understand how good he really had it with like all the other niggas in the Omnitrix. John Mason says school starts for me Monday, and I'm crunching down for last semester. Best of luck, John Mason. You got this. Ryan said I've been working on synthesizing God card text for Dueling Book. Synthesizing, Donnie. Then John Mason said, Nick, I did experience something interesting though. Ooh, do tell. Then Nani said, death battle with who? There was a Green Lantern Ben 10 death battle, and Green Lantern won, and it was kind of bullshit. John Mason said, I think that I may have died tonight or had another but more intense out of body experience. I'll probably explain another time, I guess. It sounds like you had an intense out of body experience because if you died, then you'd be dead. Now, you could have had like a near death experience, which is where you're alive afterwards. But if you were like dead, I don't think you'd be like in the live chat. You know what I mean? Kel said, that's what makes me annoyed that they chose Kid Ben because Omniverse Ben has that 10 million IQ. Um, Speaking of like 10 million IQ, they have like a feat that they list on Death Battle that's like Brainstorm has like a really crazy IQ that's like insane, and it's like a stat that they like pulled from the show. And never in the Death Battle does Ben turn into Brainstorm and think of some crazy out of the box shit and like beat Green Lantern. Like, I don't know. They like put in the stat just to be like, we watched some of it, and it just felt kind of weird. Sim said, Jet, I was thinking in the story, the monsters need to be random. So do you think people would be mad if I made like 20 and every player got them at random? I think players prefer more freedom of choice. So players normally prefer having like customization options. You know what I mean? 9 times out of 10, a player would prefer to be able to like choose more options for their character and how they play than to not be able to. You know what I mean? And then Nani said, Death Battle always has dumb results. There are some death battles that I enjoy. Sam White then said, true. Kel said, and before the actual battle, they're hyping up all of Ben's aliens, but only used like 4 or 5 aliens for he went into Alien X. I do think it's weird to do a Ben 10 death battle and not see at least maybe like the 10 original aliens. Like if you're gonna use Kid Ben, I think that's what a lot of people expect is to see at least the 10 originals. Your boy Kevin said, hey Jen chat, yo Kevin. He said today is a crazy day at work. It was hella busy and 50 Cent came to watch a movie, but I wasn't to see since he left in security. So yeah. So the rapper 50 Cent came to your movie theater to see a movie? That's kind of surprising. It sounds like you had a crazy day today. Do you have any questions for your boy or any discussion topics you like to talk about on the stream? I guess you like to talk about how 50 Cent came. What movie do you go to see? Mom really wanted to see John Wick today, but Beth wasn't interested in seeing John Wick, so we didn't do a movie. Sam said, I mean, I can't elaborate on it without spoilers, but they kind of get a choice. Okay, I understand. You don't have to elaborate if there's going to be spoilers. John Mason said, lol, Kevin. He said, Nick, let me know like 10 minutes before you start. 10 minutes before I start what? Oh, Dueling Nexus? I'm about to start Dueling Nexus in like 5 minutes. And then Kevin said, yeah, 50 Cent did. What movie did he go see? And then John Mason said, oh, I already read what John Mason said. I'll be right back. I'm going to get some more juice. I'm going to get some more juice. Oh, hello. John Mason said, oh, damn. And then Kevin said, I aren't joking, Con. I understand. So I believe you. I just am very curious what movie he went to see. Also, I think I got an email or text message. Oh, I got a text message. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. It was from Beth. Do 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 do. It was a good text message. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Let's see. I do like when Beth sends like goodnight text and stuff. She goes to bed around the time that I like start the vlog. So a lot of times I send like a goodnight text, and she sends like a relatively short one because she's like falling asleep. But she said that she was having like trouble sleeping, and she sent me like a fairly long one. And it was like a pleasant goodnight text. And I really liked it. Let's see. John Mason said, "So Nick, how do you meet Beth?" So I met Beth. I had finished playing a game of Luft, which is a tabletop RPG that my friend Eric made up. Eric was like, "Yo, I'm running late for board game club. I'm about to dip." And we were all like, "Yo, Eric, we're just gonna like follow you to board game club." So we all go to board game club, and there was this girl with like curly hair, and she's like wrapped up in like a Pokemon blanket with like pillows and shit, looking like hella comfy. But it's not like it's somebody's house. It's like at the Charter Union, which is a building on campus where people go to like study and hang out, and like clubs will meet and other like school organizations. So it's not every day you see somebody essentially ready to go to sleep. So she was like essentially ready to just pass out. I think it's the sleepiest I've like ever seen Beth was like when I first met her. But yeah, that was Beth. And I was like, oh, like a Pokemon blanket. She's probably like into nerd shit. I'm gonna like hit her up. And then that's how me and Beth met. Let's see. And then John Mason said, I missed out on that story. Oh, no problem. Kel said, Jet's actually crazy, and all the people he talks about aren't real. And then John Mason said, ha ha ha. Sounds like a really nice start. Alright, ballin'. I'm glad you like it. And then John Mason then said, ha ha ha, that's hilarious. It's the capital Haws that got me. And then John Mason said, oh, Nick. He says, so this is really bothering me. Whoa, wait, hold up. What's really bothering you? What's got you? Yeah, it suddenly sounded like really serious when you were like, this is really bothering me. What's going on? When you're waiting for that John Mason drop, Kel said Jet sees her just passed out and is like, bae. Boom. Mm. And then John Mason said, so, How do you know if yesterday and your entire past exist? And then John Mason is like, what I mean is, I feel like I kind of understand what you mean. You know what I mean? Because, like, you're experiencing the current moment. And you know you're experiencing the current moment. You know you experience the current moment. But it's hard to determine, since memory is so fallible, right? It's very easily to manipulate someone's memory into misremembered things and to remember things incorrectly to the point where, like, memory isn't very good and it's very hard to, like, understand if it's, like, truly real. John Mason's like, today we exist, sure, but how do we know we aren't just given those memories? You know? And people have said stuff like this before. Um, I feel like we just don't know. I feel like there's a lot that you could argue in support that says that, like, we have, like, video footage of the past and that we have ways of dating things, um, like methods that allow us to say, like, this is, like, so old to where it doesn't, like, it couldn't be new because from what we can tell it's like thousands and thousands of years old, like, half-lives of, like, isotopes and shit like that, blah 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 blah. um, but you could always argue that if something was, like, powerful enough, it could just make shit look old and that'd be fine, you know. But that also is assuming that there's some, like, weird force that's making a fake past, and I just feel like that's a really big can of worms. I just feel like that's very unlikely. And then John Mason said, "Oh damn, lol." And then Kel said, "Maybe it's like last Thursdayism." And then John Mason said, "Nick, I thought of all that." And then Nani said, "Pizza and Bibles." This sounds like a Friday at a Bible school. Okay, okay. We're about to start up the Nexus stream. Hello, everyone. It's your host, your friend, your boy, Jeb Black, the one and only, here with another exciting live stream. And today, we're going to be playing some Duel and Nexus. What? What? Duel and Nexus. Give me one moment to get Nexus up. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. John Mason said, think of it like a game. The characters were made today and their world, and they all are like one day old to us, but to them they can be 50. They have memories, flashback scenes, etc. Well, I have the whole, like, emo shape thing. With this device, I can, like, make AI that, like, emulate, like, human emotions. So they can, like, feel, like, different emotions and they can, like, make their own decisions, and you can play, like, Dungeons and Dragons style games with them, where the world you describe is the world as they experience it. And it's a similar thing to what you're talking about, where, like, you can describe a whole bunch of shit and you can even, like, give them thoughts and they, like, will think that they thought it, but it's really just shit that, like, you typed. Um, so it's similar. It's a similar thing. Like, if we can do this, who's to say that we're not in some shit like that? So that's. I mean, I don't know. That's an interesting argument. Let's see. Where are we at? Then Kel said, I'm assuming y'all know what last Thursdayism is. What's last Thursdayism? Excuse me. My apologies. I didn't mean to burp. Let's see. Sam said, Jet, I love your Yu-Gi-Oh intro. Oh, okay. I'm glad that you guys vibe with the Yu-Gi-Oh intro. Let's see. John Mason said, no, ball, look it up, Kels. What's last Thursdayism? Then John Mason said, wait, what, Nick? Yeah, the Exolife thing. And then John Mason said, that's not real. And then he said, what? And then Sam said, Nick is a robot. What the fuck? He said, you stole that from the FBI. And then John Mason said, so call me paranoid. Then Sam White said, I want a robot. John Mason said, but I think the voice in your head is exactly that. The programmer's thoughts in your head. Then Bud and Newt said, Yo, Bun Newt, are you okay? You're reeing. This isn't a JoJo episode, but that's a JoJo reference. Anyways, John Mason said, "So I try not to think in my head to avoid the programmer's thought." I'm so sorry. When you said I try not to think in my head, my brain was like, "The what? How do you think then?" But if you guys want to know more about the Exo Life thing that I showed you guys a moment ago, this thing right here, I'm gonna post a URL to it, so you guys can check that out. Because this is the hardware that I used to make that like D&D thing I described, which is already a thing. I've just already made that. Do 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 do. Oh, the link that I sent is kind of shitty, because it's just this page. It's not the product page. Give me one moment to send you guys a less shitty link. I don't know why they have this dumbass page that's just a splash page and says nothing. Bun Newt said you should eat hot things on stream. I only eat once a day. I don't know why Goku is bleeding through my internet. So I'd have to be eating a hot thing for my one meal of the day. And I'd have to be filming at that time. Then John Mason said, "Thanks, Nick. No problem. This is the thing that you guys actually want to see. EPU2 a motion engine dongle. It's this bitch. Right here." He said, "That's expensive. For making your own, like, a motion emulating AI that you can put in, like, a weird, like, D&D world, I don't think it's that bad. It's only like $190. It's cheaper than a PS4. This is not that bad at all. Let's see. Hey, but remember the Yu-Gi-Oh stream? I remember the Yu-Gi-Oh stream that we were doing one. Mm-hmm. Let's get that set up. John Mason said, "Nick, duel me." Then he said, "Only once." Sam White said, "Let's duel." John Mason said, "Anyway, I call first game though." Let's see. Bud Newt said, "Only once. I ate like 10 times plus snacks." John Mason said, "We haven't in years." John Mason said, "I eat twice a day at most." Sam White said, "If you're faster than me, you can duel him." Apparently, he was not faster, for Sam is already here. Kel said, "Last Thursdayism is the idea that everything was created last Thursdayism, and either the government or some hyperpower made everything look old." What the fuck is a hyperpower? The government or some hyperpower made everything old. Hyperpower. Dun, 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 dun. Then Kel said, "Jet, I'm a part of the JoJo police. You're under arrest for making a JoJo reference without watching and or reading JoJo." I've seen a little bit of JoJo. I don't read it though. You're right. Let's see. John Mason said, "Oh, I am Sam," and then he said, "What?" But I didn't know how. Dark World Dealings is a card that won't do shit. It really won't do shit. It's just based on my hand in particular, it didn't matter. Let's go. Let's go. Dun, 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 dun. What is this bitch? Okay, I'll let that happen. I'll let that slide real quick. Let's see. Then Bud Newt said, "Play Mecha Phantom Beast." John Mason said, "Nick, how do I find your game?" He was able to hit it up before it was time. Like before I posted the link, he was like, "I'm here," and I was like, "Oh shit, okay." Let's see. Ryan said hyperpower would be like Alien X. Then John Mason said, "And now I'm on this side." Ryan said hyperpower greater than superpower. He said the dark. Then John Mason said the dark side. He said, "Nick, kill 1 million babies to save 1 million adults, or the other way around." So I have to pick one or the other out of those options. Yo, if I have to pick one or the other, my guy, then who's gonna raise those fucking babies? If you kill 1 million adults, right, to save 1 million babies, who's gonna raise 1 million babies? Apparently not the 1 million adults who died. I don't know. That seems that seems like you run into a problem. You end up with a deficit of adults if you save the babies. We can make more babies. It's hard to make adults. I don't. The more I think about it, the more I'm like, I don't really see how. It just seems like you get fucked if you. Ooh, I don't know what just happened. Ooh, I do not know what just happened. Oh, oh, my nigga died. Rest in peace. Oh, would you look at that? Draw 3 cards. I didn't even know that nigga was real. Button Newt said, kill 10 children or kill 100 elderly. Hmm. I gotta think about all of these. Let's see. John Mason said, I'd kill the babies. Kill said, Jet, you set up the game while I was blinking, so I couldn't get in time. Yo, Alyssa, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. Your name is now quite obtuse. There's just a long name, Alyssa. Hey, Alyssa, it's good to have you. How's your day today? Do you have any questions for your boy? Do you have any discussion topics you'd like to talk about on the stream? John Mason said, hey, Nick, want to sub to me? I think I want to do a discussion stream with you soon. What would you like to talk about in the discussion stream? Let's see. Button Newt said, would you rather lose your right ear or your left ear? I think if I had to choose between which ear to lose, I'd probably choose to lose my left ear. I'd be right-eared in a similar way to how I'm right-handed. So I think it would work out. Let's see. Oh, for the elderly or children thing. Um, kill 10 children or kill 100 elderly. If I had like no choice, um, the 10 children or the 100. Because the 10 children have the potential to grow up, right? And like live like full ass lives. And the 100 elderly what could possibly be like, I've had my time. It could be like that. Also, Cyberstein's in this deck. The fuck? What? Cyberstein? Okay. That's not what I expected. Let's see. Hmm. Sam said he messed something up. I don't know what he messed up. I don't know. I'm still thinking about that elderly thing. I don't know about that one. Let's see. Where are we at? Where are we at? Alyssa said Roblox. Oh, sorry. Alyssa said I changed my channel name. I know it's just really long now. I kind of prefer Cookie Girl. John Mason said the type of stuff we discussed earlier, but to a deeper extent. Oh, like the whole idea of. Oh. Hey, fuck that back row. Fuck that back row. Ooh, I got a one of. Ooh. Ooh, hope you didn't want that one of. Hope you didn't enjoy that one of. Hey, is that a link to the link to in this bitch? Oh, that's crazy. Oh, that's crazy. A link to this. Oh, got a link to monster. Link to. Oh, fuck, Linkosaurus Rex. Kill that nigga. Get rid of him. And next game. Next phase. Let's go. First blood. Delicious. Let's see, where we at? What are we talking about? So, John Mason, you want to talk about like some crazy philosophy stuff? Do like a video together? That sounds interesting. I think that would be cool. Ah, Sam pulled out the fat nigga. Um, its effects are negated, but it's unaffected by other card effects. My guy is already immune to card effects and has no effects of his own. Is the ultimate weapon against that particular card. I, I activate my card with the special ability. I negate your card effects. But your card is now unaffected by card effects. Aha! You fool! My card is a normal monster. He has no card effects. But now he's unaffected by card effects. Nani? You've inadvertently made my card better. It's like, this is impossible. I don't know why that got me, but that tickled the fuck out of me. It really did. Hashtag GG, hashtag good game, hashtag handshake. I don't know why I laughed so hard at that, but that really got me. Where are we? Where are we in the live chat? I'm somewhere. I have to keep up with like two live chats. I feel hella behind. Where are we at? Where are we at? Okay, yeah, John Mason, I'd be down to do a philosophy video where we talked more. Kel said, when you say kill, do you mean we kill them ourselves, or is it more like they die after we make the decision? John Mason said they die on their own, so you don't really kill them. Then John Mason said he picked the elderly, to be honest. They lived, so they die now. I kind of see where you're coming from. John Mason said, Nick, I want to call a second game. How do I actually play you, though? So you have to already have like a Dueling Nexus account and like a deck setup. I normally post a link in the live chat, but some people know how to get into my games before I post the link. They're just quick like that. So the likelihood of beating them is kind of difficult. I'm not gonna lie. You're able to go to like the public games list, and as soon as I make a game, use Control Find to find my username and just get to it before other people would be able to get there. Also, hashtag GG, hashtag handshake, hashtag good game, Sam. I'm sorry I laughed so hard at that last one. I just didn't expect that. That tickled the fuck out of me. Let's see. Let's see. Alyssa said, "You know, what? I had a pool party. Oh, that sounds cool." And then John Mason said, "Nice, Alyssa." He said, "And guess what? I have a vid uploading. Ooh, is it like a pool party vid?" John Mason said, "I know what a party is, but what's a pool?" You know what? And then Alyssa said, "Where you swim?" Then John Mason said, "Cool. I know what a swim is, but what's a where?" Let's see. Where are we at? Okay, Alyssa said, "I can change my name back if y'all want me to." Um, I don't know. I think I prefer Cookie Girl over Alyssa M. Hensley Roblox Rules. It's just you went from like a very like simple name to like a really long name. You know, if people are like, "Yo, Alyssa, I want to check out your channel," it's really easy to go follow Cookie Girl on YouTube.com than it is follow Alyssa underscore M Hensley Roblox Rules. Spell Hensley with three Y's. And rules is spelled RULZ. You know, it's that's a lot harder. That's just a lot harder for anybody to know what your name is. And then John Mason said, "Nah, your name is for you." That's true. Like Alyssa, if you vibe with your new name, that's totally fine. I just feel like it's a lot. It's just a longer name. It's just harder. And then Kel said, "Jet Senpai, please acknowledge my last message. Wasn't it the one about killing?" Yeah, I read your message about killing. Where we at? Where we at? John Mason said, "Not us." He said, "But yeah, Nick, hope you're down for it." I think it would be an interesting video. Alyssa said, "Also, I was trying to get my backpack out from under a table and it fell on my head." That legitimately confused the fuck out of me. So you were trying to get your backpack from under a table. Okay. This is a backpack. Okay. This is a table. She's trying to get her backpack from under the table. It's under the table. So going under the table to get the backpack fell on her head. It's I my mind is like, how did that happen? How did it, so the bag was under the table, and you went under the table to get the bag, but the bag that was below somehow went on your head. It got on your head. How did that happen? John Mason said, "Hello, Nick, play me now." And then Alyssa said, "I'm serious. How did? But how?" And then John Mason said, "I challenge you for the title of top nerd player." And he said, "Oh, I know, Alyssa." And then John Mason says, "Your head okay?" "Yeah." And then Alyssa said, "I have a black eye." "I'm sorry to hear that." From the backpack landing. So it didn't just land on your head, it hit you like in the face on your head? How did that happen? I hope you feel better soon. I'm just confused on how that actually occurs. Um, let's see. And then Alyssa said, "But yeah." And then John Mason said, "That happens for real?" Then Alyssa said, "Wanna bet?" And then John Mason said, "I have both an account and a deck." "Okay, ballin'." Then Alyssa said, "Yes." And then John Mason said, "Yeah, I bet, Alyssa." Whoa, the chat blew up. Where are we at? Where are we at? Let's see. Then Kevin said, "Jet is hella high. 2 dimensions mind is blowed." Alyssa said, "Jet, can you play Wizard 101?" I'd have to download Wizard 101, but my Chromebook can't like download games. John Mason said, "Nick, what's your dual ID?" JetBlackRLSH. Nani said, "Lol, that name long as hell." The Alyssa's new username is really long. It used to just be Cookie Girl. Then John Mason said, "Lol." You said, "What of my name, Nick?" I think it's interesting that you changed your name to Conman John. Well, it's Conman Naj, but it's just John Nam John Namnock. I just realized that your name isn't just John Mason backwards with Con at the beginning. It's actually just Con Naj. I thought your name was Con John Mason backwards, but it's not. It's Con Naj. You do you. You do you. I legitimately thought it had your name backwards in it, and it just actually doesn't. It does, because Naj is John backwards, but the whole thing is at your name backwards. Sure, sure. It's a name. It's a name. Then Cookie Girl said, "No, I actually forgot." "Wait, what did you forget?" Then John Mason said, "Does it say a lot about my character? Like the flipped name thing?" I don't think you're a con man, John Mason. Do you consider yourself a con man? Then Kevin said, "Yeah, it is." Nani said, "I don't like names with underscores on them." That's just a straight. He's like, "I don't like any of these any of these underscore names." Let's see. John Mason said, "But yeah, Nick, show me how to do it." One moment, I'm trying to get caught up with the live chat. Alyssa said, "I'm gonna change it." A TV fell on my head. A TV. John Mason also said a TV, and he said, "What, Alyssa?" And then Alyssa said, "Yeah, a TV." So not the backpack, but a T. Then Nani said, "You would be dead." Nani, I think you're over exaggerating. The TVs nowadays aren't like TVs back in the day. TVs back in the day were like big ass cubes. Now TVs are actually like quite slender, like widescreen things. If anything, your TV would break. I think your head would probably be okay. You know what I mean? TVs aren't as like big and heavy as before. Now TVs are big, but they're like thinner. I don't think like the surface area to weight ratio. I don't think you're gonna look at the news and it'll be like nigga died, home television fell on their head. You know what I mean? It just seems very unlikely. Let's see. Alyssa said, I cried so much. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you feel better soon. So, did a TV fall on your head and not a backpack? Um, because I'm still confused. John Mason said also a rap collab, Nick. We should do that soon too. I think that would be interesting. He said if you want, of course. Yeah, I think a rap collab would be cool. Alyssa said, and you know how I have glasses? I guess I know now. I didn't know you had glasses until now. Kel said Wizard 101 is a browser game. What? I could have sworn you had to download and install Wizard 101. John Mason said, why can't I join the duel? And he said, lol. Oh, it's because I haven't started another duel yet. Kevin said, no, Kells, a sub game you play per month. Oh, you pay per month? Wizard 101 isn't free? John Mason said, Nani, I don't like people named what? And then he said in Japanese, oh, he doesn't. I don't like people named what in Japanese. It took me a minute to get that. Then Nani said, don't hate on Nani. Then John Mason said, lol. Nani said, not my fault, your name Cheeks, bruh. Then John Mason said, what? Alyssa said, it was an old TV. Now I'm with Nani. Now Nani's like, if the TV fell on your head, you die. I was like, it's not like an old TV. Then she's like, yes, it was like an old TV. Then I'm like, what? How are you alive? That's very surprising. Then Nani said underscores are ugly as fuck. I don't think underscores look that ugly. Have you seen wingdings, my boy? Like what? John Mason said, you know what else is ugly? And you said nothing. Everyone is beautiful in their own right. Snaps. Alyssa said, nope, not my backpack, the TV. That just makes way more sense. Because when you said the backpack under the table, I was thrown. Nani said, John Mason, imagine Nick. Then John Mason said, imagine Nick. Alyssa said, and when the TV hit my glasses, it hit my ear. I guess I'm lucky not to be dead. I'm glad you're not dead, and I hope you feel better soon. It hit your, the TV hit your glasses because you got a black eye. Hold up. Now I'm getting fucking confused because you said something about it hit your ear. When the TV hit my glasses, it hit my ear. It so, so I guess it hits you like this, like the side of your head. I'm still trying to visualize that. And then Nani said, "Don't get murked." Then John Mason said, "Wow, let me get in this chat. I feel behind on this chat." Let's see. Bun Newt said, "Would you rather eat a snake live or a tarantula alive?" A tarantula alive. That just seems easier. Between those two options. Nani said, "Hey Nick, do the one chip challenge. He eats 10 times. He must be okay." Nani, chill. Is the one chip challenge I eat one chip and that's all I eat for the whole day? I don't know why I laughed at that. Eating 10 times doesn't necessarily mean you're obese. It depends on like the portion sizes of the meals. Like I'm sure there's a really fit person who eats like 10 times a day. I know people who like weightlift and they eat a lot, but like all they eat is like chicken and rice, like grilled chicken and rice. And they like work out and they do protein shakes and shit like that and they're like pretty swole. So just because someone eats 10 times a day doesn't mean they're like fat. Sam said, I needed to change Cyberstein into a psychic monster, and I would have won. And then Sam said, Jet, the whole point of my deck, it was a one turn kill. He said, Jet, would it be rude to go again? I'm going again if you notice me. um, I don't think we have time. I think I spent so much time reading the chat that I just got lost. I just got lost in the sauce. There were so many chat messages. I'm glad to see so many people online, by the way. Where the fuck are we now? Because now this chat's just scrolling. Uh let's see. John Mason said, "Wow, Alyssa, you cheated death or something? Final destination is a thing, you know." Then Alyssa said, "Or what?" Then Nani said, "No, it's one chip and it's hella hot." He said, "You gotta buy the chip." What? It's a single potato chip, but it's like really spicy. I'm not really a fan of spicy potato chips. Like I actually despise flaming hot Cheetos. I just have a memory of me being a kid. Um, One of my friends was like, "Yo, you want to have some of these flaming hot Cheetos?" I never had them before, so I was like, "Shit!" Somebody's like offering me food. This is pre Jet only eating once a day, so the offering of food was well accepted. I took on those flaming hot Cheetos. And your boy, my stomach did not vibe at all. It was the first time I'd ever had them, and I like threw up. And I was like, oh well, I guess I just don't like flaming hot Cheetos. I guess I just don't like these at all. When I got older, I tried spicy nacho Doritos. Spicy nacho Doritos are actually pretty good. I actually like those. That's the only like. Nah, that's not true. I was about to say that's the only spicy chip I like. Voodoo chips aren't really spicy, but it's like kinda, and I kind of like that. And like mesquite barbecue chips, I'm not a big fan of normal barbecue chips, but mesquite barbecue chips, they kind of have like a heat thing to them. I don't know, sweet heat barbecue chips aren't bad. You know what? Fuck it. The spicy chip may not be that bad, but I don't know why I'd only eat one. That just sounds weird. Let's see. John Mason said, Nani, in Trinidad, we eat scorpion pepper daily. And he said, at least me. Well, he's like, at least I do. Then Nani said, that would be a funny stream. And then John Mason said, so the chip won't work. Haha. Then he said, I'm not talking about you. Then John Mason said, damn it. He said, I'm talking to Nick. I've had a ghost pepper before. It wasn't the heat that got me. My stomach couldn't really handle the ghost pepper. Like, the ghost pepper itself was hot, but I don't feel like I was dying because it was hot. I feel like I was dying because after I ate the ghost pepper, my stomach was like, yo, you need to take a shit. But then my stomach was like, but you can't though. And I'm like, but why can't I? I'm on the toilet. And it's like, but you can't though. And I was like that for hours. I had to just sleep that shit off. That was horrible. Um, let's see. Then John Mason said, I want to play Nick. And he said, no. He said, damn, Nani, you're mean. He said, Jet, please, one game. Nani said that one chip would fill your stomach up. Is it a big ass chip? Is it like a huge chip? Then Alyssa said, have y'all ever eaten a jar of banana peppers? A whole jar? And then Alyssa said, I have. Why? What? Then John Mason said, nope, never tried it. And he said, how was it? Then Nani said, Nick got them white people taste buds. Then John Mason said, oh, and Nick, you know Epic 7? What's Epic 7? He said, it's great, but I'm going to shut up so we can get the duel. Then Alyssa said, it wasn't hot. That's understandable. You said they were banana peppers. Then John Mason said, well, Alyssa said, stupid autocorrect. Then Alyssa said, am I right? Are you right about what? Wait, what? What? Then Nani said, do the one chip challenge with the gang too. John Mason said, haha, don't worry about it. Autocorrect is a killer. And he said, but Nick, if I don't get this game, he will come for me. I can't survive if he does. Nick, please. Everything is riding on this dupe. Android game, Epic 7. Please play it someday. What is it? What is it about? I've never heard of Epic 7. Let's see. Sam White said, oof, he said, too much sauce. Too much Solzik. This is my chat now. Only I can type here. Then Mr. Yolsu said, green sauce abuse. Sam White did kind of take over this chat. He really did. He's like, I'm not coming over here to the Dueling Nexus chat. I am gonna have to end the stream for now. We've kind of like passed an hour for the vlog stream. I'm also gonna be ending the Nexus stream. But I'd like to thank you all for watching. If you like this video, make sure to smash that like button, favorite, comment, subscribe, and ding ding ding, ring that notification bell to be notified whenever we do these live streams. This is your host, your friend, your boy, Jump Like the One Only. Logging out. Peace, guys. Sam White said, bye, man. Good night. Ooh, have a wonderful night. Let's see. Kel said, is the second duel canceled? Then Alyssa said, get to the duel already. Then John Mason said, beat me in a duel, Nick. Then Alyssa said, okay. And then John Mason said, and no. Then Alyssa said, Jet. Then John Mason said, oh my God, sigh. He said, one duel, please. And then Kel said, so he's the only guy who gets a duel? He said, we just got cut. I'm sorry, guys. The intention was not the cuckening. Then Alyssa said, bye. Yo, I'll talk to you guys later. Sorry that we didn't get more duels in. That's my apologies. But I hope you guys all have a wonderful night. Don't worry, hopefully we'll have a chance to do more duels next time. Peace, guys. Check it out. John Mason said, it's fine. You said, don't worry.